Surveying with the Matrice 300 and 350 could not be easier thanks to the built-in mission planning software from DJI Pilot 2. In this training, we'll cover how to plan a mission using your remote controller or RC, accessing and editing planned missions, and invoking the mission. Please note that this video covers photogrammetry mission settings. You'll find more information on LiDAR-specific settings in our knowledge base, help.propelleraero.com. Welcome to Propeller U. Before you begin a mission, make sure the remote controller and the drone batteries are fully charged. Make sure you have a compatible SD card installed and formatted in the sensor payload you are using, and that you have access to a reliable Wi-Fi or a mobile hotspot. If it is not already, please connect your RC to the Wi-Fi or mobile hotspot. With the remote powered on, the DJI Pilot app 2 should open automatically. If it does not, select it from the home screen. From the home screen in the DJI Pilot 2, select Flight Route. From here, you can import a route from a KML file or manually plan a route. If you would like to learn how to plan a mission using a KML file, check out the Propeller U video titled How to Plan a Mission Using a KML File. Select Create a Route, then Area Route to begin planning a mission. If you want to fly a long stretch of area, you may use a linear route. See our training video on linear mission planning for more information. When connected to Wi-Fi, DJI Pilot 2 will display a map of your current location. Use swipe and pinch gestures to locate your desired survey area on the map. You can also tap target icon to show you your current location if the RC is connected to the drone or Wi-Fi. Tap the screen to place a square boundary on the map. This will also open the mission settings window. Press the arrows to collapse the menu for now. To adjust any of the points added, simply tap a point to select it, and then tap and hold to drag it to a new location. If you accidentally place a point where you did not mean to, press the trash can icon to delete the last placed point or the X to erase all points. With your survey area drawn out, you can press the plus icon along any of the borders to add a vertice. This allows you to adjust the area borders to better fit your worksite. Once a polygon has been drawn around your site, press the arrows to open the mission settings menu. First, name your mission so that it's easy to come back and find later. Once you have named your flight, select the sensor package you will be flying with. For the Zenmuse P1, select the appropriate lens that you are using, and for the L1 and L2 sensors, select if you will be using it for LiDAR mapping or photogrammetry. With the camera selected, we can scroll through our mission settings. Make sure that the Smart Oblique and Terrain Follow are turned off. The GSD settings can also be left on the default. These will adjust on their own based on the values that we have set up below. Ensure altitude mode is set to relative to takeoff point, ALT. Your flight route altitude should be set between 200 and 400 feet or 60 and 120 meters. Leave the target to surface takeoff point at 0 and set your takeoff speed. Pro tip, faster takeoff will reduce the battery voltage but may be necessary on a more active work site. It is important to remember that in order for high accuracy corrections to be made, your flight time needs to be at least 10 minutes. The estimated flight time and photo count are displayed on the remote screen and will change based on the different mission settings that you configure. If you are under the 10-minute mark, the easiest way to lengthen your flight is to adjust the speed setting in the mission settings. Next, make sure to toggle elevation optimization off. This will cause the drone to take some photos at the end of the flight that are not needed for the propeller's PPK processing. You can adjust the route your drone will fly by moving the course angle slider bar. From the Upon Completion drop-down menu, select what you would like the drone to do after the flight is complete. We recommend using the Return to Home so that the drone will return to its takeoff point when finished. Once these settings have been set, proceed by selecting Advanced Settings. Be sure to set up your front and side overlaps to 80%. This helps ensure that the models generated are good quality and high accuracy. Pro tip, you can adjust these settings to lengthen or shorten your mission time as well. However, we do not recommend going below 75% overlap. Leave your margin setting at 0. This makes sure that the drone stays within the boundaries of the survey that you laid out previously. If the margin was not set to 0, please make sure to check your estimated flight time, as it may have decreased when the margin was changed. Be sure to adjust your flight speed and altitude to get your total flight time back above 10 minutes if necessary. Change photo mode to distance interval and adjust the takeoff speed. Finally, tap the back arrow to return to the general mission settings. From this menu, select Payload Settings. If you're using the P1, verify that the focus mode is set to the first waypoint autofocus and dewarping is disabled. If you're using the L1 or L2, ensure that dewarping is enabled instead. With your mission parameters set, press the Save button. We understand that surveys are not a one-time thing, and so if you need to fly a site again with a different payload or adjust a previous flight, you can easily access your saved missions. Simply select the flight route from DJI Pilot 2 home screen, and all the saved missions will appear. You can select one of these to refly the mission, edit the mission and camera settings, delete the missions from the RC, or export them to an SD card. Based on the type of sensor that you are using, the recommended mission settings and camera settings may be slightly different. Please refer to our knowledge base for the specific settings we recommend, whether you're using the P1, the L1, or the L2 sensors. With the RC and drone powered on, select the mission plan that you created earlier. From either the camera view or the map view, press the Start button. This will pull up our pre-flight checks for our final approval before the drone flies on its mission. On the first pre-flight check screen, double-check your mission flight settings. It is important to check your return-to-home altitude and max altitude in case these need to be changed once arriving on site. Once you have checked these settings, press Next. Double-check your settings to ensure that the RTK is turned off and dewarping is set to the appropriate choice for your sensor. With your mission flight and camera settings saved, you are ready to fly. If you are on site and ready for takeoff, simply press the Upload Flight Mission button on the pre-flight checks screen. Pro tip: it is important to note that if you are flying a mission that requires a battery change, the pre-flight checks will need to be done again once the battery has been replaced. In this training module, we went over how to plan a mission for your M300 or M350 using DJI Pilot 2, accessing and editing our saved missions, and starting the flight. Thanks for watching, and check out our knowledge base at help.propelleraero.com. If you have any other questions or would like to learn more about the Propeller PPK workflow,